Hello security, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The previous episode on the recording playlist thingamabob. We got a new toy! Yeah, we have a motorcycle! We recently got the Master Cycle Zero from completing the Champion's Ballad. If for whatever reason you haven't unlocked this yet and you're watching this Let's Play out of order or whatever, the big card in the corner of the screen that'll take you to the Champion's Ballad where we started off our adventures doing all that fun stuff. But in today's video, we'll be finishing off the Ridgeland region once and for all. Ridgeland region, that's fun to say. So there's going to be quite a few shrines around here, so this episode may go on for a little longer than usual, mostly because of the fact that we had 2 shrine quests alongside all the stuff we've been taking care of. But it's going to be a fun time regardless. Worry about the future, it's alright. They announced a switch to a disc today. Man, why do they call it this Nintendo Switch 2 edition when, like, yeah, I know it's the Switch 2 edition. Okay, that's something that really bothers me about what Nintendo is doing nowadays. So, like, Xenoblade Chronicles X, for example, the full title... You who have reached this land of thunder, I present you with a trial. When the four spirits have been settled in their proper places, they will guide you to the hero's trial. The hero's trial? No, I don't want to play Four Swords. But yeah, the full title for that game is Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. It's like, you say edition twice in the game's name because you're insisting everything be called Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. It is so silly. Okie dokie. Let's make sure we don't get zappy did by an electrical thingamabob. This area is going to have constant thunderstorms in the area, even after completing the... Well, actually, that side quest is in the Faron region, so never mind. There's a side quest in the Faron region to get rid of the rain over there, but... yeah, the one for this region is the one we're taking care of right now. There's a shrine quest we're taking care of, and there's some pedestals in the area. You can match up the color of the orbs with the colors on the pedestals, or if you have trouble distinguishing the colors, then you can also use these symbols as well. So yay, this game is nice and stuff like that. Fly, Link, fly! The reason why I wanted to wait for a little while before we do this side quest was a couple of reasons. One, the Thunder Helm can be pretty useful for making sure you don't get struck by lightning when you're in this area. But also, I wanted to make sure we had Rivali's Gale before we did this, so we could fly up here pretty easily. But after practicing for this, I was like, wait, actually, this is pretty simple. We probably didn't need either of them to do this, so realistically speaking, we probably could have taken care of this a long time ago. But you know what? This is my Let's Play. I can do whatever I want. And that includes taking 5 years to finish it. Isn't that fun? Man. It's like, the thing is, I probably could have finished this Let's Play a long time ago if it weren't for the fact that I was so dedicated to doing this 100%. So, yeah. That's the thing. This Let's Play has taken a long time to finish. Like, to put it in context, this Let's Play started before I started working at Disney, and I'm going to be celebrating my 5-year anniversary of working at Disney later this year. That's kind of... What the hell?! I didn't know that could fall down! We're also wearing the Thunder Helm, so I don't know why that... I don't know why we're doing that in the first place for everybody's scale, but ooh, there's a froggy right there. Froggy, froggy, froggy. Yeah, we got a froggy. But, for one, I didn't know that could get struck by lightning. And B, I didn't know that it would get struck by lightning in the first place because we had the Thunder Helm on. What in the world happened there? That caught me so off guard. That caught me so off guard. Okie dokie. So, what we want to do for this, we want to use stasis, and then we're going to use our super amazing powers of Spinny to knock the thing over there. Assuming we can actually... grab. No! Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's still within the general vicinity of a place we want to go. My aim was not proper right there at all. Oh my goodness, this is This is kind of a disaster and a half. It could probably be going a little bit smoother. The poor butterfly! Oh my god! That butterfly got struck by lightning! Oh my god! The butterfly got struck by lightning! It's not a magic butterfly anymore! It's a dead butterfly! Okay then. Okay then. I had never seen that before. That's 2 things in this episode that I've never seen before in a game that I've been playing since launched. And we're only like 10 minutes into this recording session. That's a great sign for the rest of this video. Okay, okay. I'm gonna take this off. Even though we have the Thunder Helm, we won't get struck by lightning. I don't want to get struck by lightning because the thing is gonna make it difficult to do audio balancing because lightning strikes are really loud. Pick up the thing. Pick up the thing. Pick up the thing. Use a stasis. Use a stasis. And spinny! Or break. Immediately. That works too. Fly like a valley into the future. Now that we have all the orbs appeared, we can continue on to our destiny. So, there is something that I want to do while we're up here. I've been wondering for the longest time, what happens if we have a shrine spawn in a place where we're standing? I would want to know, do you stand on top of the shrine after the cutscene is over? We've had so many opportunities to do this, and we keep messing it up. So, this is what we're going to do. I believe it's going to spawn around here. This looks like the right spot, based on when I practiced earlier today. Whew. Okay. You can also use you can also knock these off the pedestals if you were to fire them with a bow and arrow. But let's see if this is going to work. This is the moment of truth. Something I've been wanting to figure out for like 8 years. Is this a thing that can happen? Will we be on top of the shrine? Please let us not be on top of the shrine. We might be a little bit too off. Oh no, we might not be lined up properly. Oh crap, we might not be lined up properly. You know what? Close enough. We kind of slid off on the side. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the best we can do for that. If we have another opportunity later, we'll try again, but I kind of just want to move on. Because fun fact, this is actually my second attempt at recording this video, because earlier today, I started recording in the middle of the day, because like, okay, all the stuff is fine now, most of my roommates are off to work, it'll be a nice quiet day for recording. Nope, I start recording and 5 minutes in, the maintenance guy comes by.
To you, that's from the shrine. I am Yahsa. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. Buried secrets, Yahsa's shrine.
This may very well be one of my favorite shrines in the entire game. First things first, we're going to blow up some of these boulders. We can see there's a metal box right there, and... Oh, destroy the box! Destroy the blocks! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! It is so satisfying. It is just like, just watch this. Whee! I love that so much. That was on top of the box for a second. That was funny. Oh man, I just love coming in here over and over again and just destroying all these boxes and blocks and stuff. I wish we demonstrated this earlier in the Let's Play, but I'm so happy we're demonstrating it now. Just like watching all of them get destroyed is just so satisfying. Oh, I love this so much. I love this game. I love this game so much. Okay. So, our next predicament is the fact that we want to have this on top of the Switch, but we don't really have a way to reach that area over there unless we move this block over on top of this direction. Yeah, I see a thingy. You thought you could hide from me? Aw, that's so cute. Man, I got a problem. Probably worried about that. Rubber armor. This armor has built-in electricity resistance thanks to its source material, an ancient marvel called rubber. Such technology does not exist in this modern age. That's one of my favorite tropes in the Zelda series, this random out-of-place technology in a fantasy world. It's like, you have the trains and Spirit Tracks, you have the steamboat and Phantom Hourglass, and like the hook shot, and the beetle. That's one of my favorite things ever in the Zelda series. Ba-bam. Ice Arrow, do your job. There's probably like a fancier way we can climb up pretty high, but this is the way I like to do it. That's the fun thing about Breath of the Wild, is that there's no one solution to any problem. The thing is, I know like Breath of the Wild, like the duology of this and Tears of the Kingdom get a lot of crap from Zelda fans because, you know, it's very different from the other games. The thing is, I hate the idea that you can't call yourself a Zelda fan if you only played Breath of the Wild. I really despise that mindset because, like, even with Tomb Raider, for example, even though I have like mixed opinions on the Tomb Raider 2013 trilogy, I would never say you can't call yourself a Tomb Raider fan if you've only played those games, because if you've enjoyed something from the series, you can call yourself a fan. Like, Paper Mario, for example, is my favorite Mario RPG of all time. Super Paper Mario is my favorite. I love the original I love the original two games as well, and I like Origami King. But if Thousand Year Door isn't my favorite in the series, am I less of a Paper Mario fan? No, I'm not, because I still like Paper Mario as a series. I just despise that mindset, because it kind of feels like they're gatekeeping the fandom, because, like, yeah, it's a very different Zelda game from what you grew up with, but it's a very broad series. There's so many kinds of gameplays in the games. There's so much variety in it. Like, Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, for example, they play very similar, but they are very different games. Like, Twilight Princess takes itself a bit more seriously, and Wind Waker is the dork of the Zelda series. But expanding beyond that, if you were to like compare the 3D Zelda games to the 2D Zelda games as well, then those are very different games. Like, Nintendo could easily mark them as separate series, and people would still play them, but like, they all still share the same Zelda mentality. Even Breath of the Wild shares the same Zelda mentality. Like, you're still exploring a vast world. Like, Link is still a courageous hero who's trying to save the kingdom. And even if it is a very different game, it's still Zelda. And I just really don't like that mindset that you can't call yourself a Zelda fan if you've only played Breath of the Wild. Hi, Ridgeland Tower. We took care of you a long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. That'd be a cool crossover, like Zelda and Star Wars. Oh man, that'd actually be a really cool crossover if they ever do that. They're never going to, but that'd be awesome. I'm just imagining like Link and Darth Vader in a fight. That'd be cool. Like Link deflecting the lightsaber with the Hylian shield. Like, I feel like Vader would definitely have the advantage in that because he can use the Force, but Link has magic too. So, would anything Link have at his disposal, like, make the Force, like, not effective that much? I'm trying to think of, like, a fancy word to say that, but that's the best I can word that. He does have Neighbor's protection in Ocarina at a time. I wonder how effective that would be on the Force. Like, would you be able to still use the Force on somebody if they have Neighbor's protection shielding them? We're going the wrong way. I want to go this way. There it is. How you doing there, buddy? We drove past you a long time ago, and I said that I'd take care of you in a future video, and that future video is today.
To you that's from the shrine, I am Zalta. In the name of the goddess I offer this trial. 2 orbs to guide you, Zalta Shrine.
Zelda is a fun name. I like that. I'm gonna name my future kid that. You're gonna fall down the pit. You're gonna fall down. There we go, buddy. Was that too hard to ask? I'm gonna take the Zelda helm off because it just looks so dorky with it. Let's go with the good old Hylian hood. We look epic. We look as epic as Mickey. So, the next thing we want to do, we're going to want to go over in this direction. We're going to lift up the orb, and there's a platform over here, and presumably that would open the... Yes, it did. It's like I get to see the future. During my practice for this earlier today, I used stasis on the platform, and I was like, oh, I might be overthinking this. Probably a super way you could do this. We can go like this, and fly into the next platformy thingy. Going back to the conversation for a little bit on, like, the Breath of the Wild style of gameplay. I will say, as much as I love Breath of the Wild, and I somewhat tolerate Tears of the Kingdom, I will say I am ready to move on from this style of Zelda games. So, yeah, I don't think that... Okay, if they were to make another Zelda game in this style, I'd be okay with it. But I do wish that it would go a little bit more closer to what made the original 3D Zelda games so good. So, for example, Skyward Sword. I played that not too long ago, right before I was playing Tears of the Kingdom. And, man, Skyward Sword is such a good game. It has an amazing story. The locations and the music and the art style is so phenomenal in that game. And I wish that they would, like, not just completely erase everything from the previous 3D Zelda games going forward. Like, I don't think that they're completely gone for good. I do feel like we are going to get more traditional 3D Zelda games in the future. What I would personally... I've probably talked about this already in previous videos, but what I'd personally do if I were to design the next 3D Zelda game, I'd still have a big open world. Like, that works for Zelda. But I'd have, like, the dungeons that you're exploring still sectioned off based off the story beat. So, like, let's say you're starting in this corner of the map, and you have these 3 shrines available in the northwest corner, because there's, like, some kind of major story event going on over there. You're still free to explore the rest of the world as much as you want. You may even come across a couple shrines here and there. But the mindset is that, like, the actual story beats will still be sectioned off, so it's a bit more guided in that way. Because I feel like a problem with open world games in general is that if you don't have a good direction on where you should be going, it's kind of easy to lose track of what you want to do in the game. The Serene Stable is right over here. We are close to the edge of the Ridgeland region, with the Hebra region off in the distance over there. And as we go towards our next destination, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the Master Cycle Zero. The reason why a motorcycle was included in this game was because of Eiji Aonuma. Around the time of Breath of the Wild's development, he had started riding a motorcycle around Kyoto, and felt that riding a motorcycle around a big city like that gave you a lot more of a sense of freedom than traditional driving would. And he wanted to include that feeling in Breath of the Wild because the whole big identity with this game is that it's an open world Zelda game where you're, like, free to explore a massive world. And he had the sensation, and you wanted to feel that sensation of the freedom of riding a bike across a major world like this. It does a really good job. As somebody who would ride bikes around, like, a big city to get to work every day and things like that, it is such a wonderful feeling just riding a bike through a city like this. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to ride a bike for a little while because, fun fact, the tire on my bike is broken, or the tire is flat, and I haven't been able to replace it. But hopefully, by the time this video comes out, then that would be the case. Oh no, I want to be cool. I wanted to be cool. Fine, we'll just use the regular bomb arrow. Yeah, I see how it is, game. You want me to do this the normal way? Well, screw you. This is Breath of the Wild. There is no normal way. Going inside this rockwork area thingamabob is our next destination. Oh, yeah. This is a blasting shrine! We didn't have to do anything to get in here! What, were you too lazy to make a proper shrine, Maag Nora? Okay, I won't complain too much because it's a silver ruby, that's gonna be useful for stuff coming up, but... Bro! All they did was bomb a wall!
You have done well to arrive at the shrine. A hero rises to right the wrongs of right. Okay, yeah, you caught me, okay? I procrastinated all summer on this project. I had 9 months to work on the shrine. I did nothing. Just leave me alone. Take your stupid spirit orb and get out of here.
Skip.
Yeah, you think you're better than me? You've been skipping all our monk conversations. You don't even care that I'm gonna die.
Oh my god, we only have 10 shrines left in the game. Oh, okay, it's starting to sink in. It is really starting to sink in just how close we are to the end. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I knew we were close. So, we only have like 4 videos left to record of the main story. And not including like Korok's, the grand finale or anything like that. Oh man, it is sinking in how close we are. Oh my god. I can see the end game in sight. Oh my god, that is such a beautiful feeling. That is such a beautiful feeling considering how long this damn Let's Play has been in progress. It's like, I'm glad we didn't like rush this or anything like that. I also do kind of regret how long it's taken to finish this Let's Play, but man, the fact that we're this close to the end now, that is such a good feeling. That is such a good feeling. Okay, I guess we're going this way now. Is there a shrine in this area? I think there's a shrine in this area. Or at least that's what the beacon is showing me. That's what the bacon is showing me. I don't remember exactly where it is, though. Please be down here. Please be down here. Please be down here. Yeah, okay, it's down here. Whew! Okay. I didn't want it to be any higher than this because if it was the case, then it would have been a kind of a pain in the patootie to, you know, navigate this area. But it's fine. It is fine. It is fine.
To use its food in the shrine, I am Dunba Taag. In name of God Salem, I offer this trial.
That's Dunba over there. I love that stupid meme so much. Oh, great. So, what is our objective? It is pretty simple, if you do ask me. So, we're going to do this, and, go. It's not going to work as well as I would have liked. Alright, so I have it at an angle like this, so we can keep the momentum going forward. That didn't go all the way! What do you mean that didn't go all the way? Alright, that should be good. That should be good. There we go! It took the 3 frickin' boulders to smack into the thing before it actually frickin' activate. Frickingly. Okie doke. What is our next objective? Fun fact, this is the only shrine in this recording session that I haven't practiced, so yeah, that might be the reason why I appear a little more scatterbrained than usual. Okay, let's get our bearings and figure out what it is we want to do with our life. Okie dokie, I see. I see, says the pancake armor man. Yay! We did it. We did it. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking of Pancake Armor Man for a second, I don't think I've ever said this in a video or anything like that, but I freaking love his username, man. So, oh, that's the end. There's some more stuff I want to do first. But, like, Pancake Armor Man has one of my favorite usernames on YouTube. Because, like, you have Pancake Armor Man. It's just... It is like the definition of unnecessary epicness. It is awesome. Like, Pancake, if you're watching this, your username is awesome, man. What are we looking for? Okie dokie, I think I see what we want to do. I think this is a thing. Is this the thing we want to do? Is this the thing we want to do? Yay! Oh, those two blocks died doing what they loved, being blocks. Inventory is full. I keep telling myself to upgrade this stupid thing, and I never do. I might as well just make that the running gag where we just never upgrade the inventory for the Let's Play. Oh, there's even more. Boom! Yay! This is a pretty fun shrine. Aside from that one thing where, you know, it took like 3 blocks to activate that one stupid switch, this is a pretty fun one, all things considered. I like this one. I liked it muy mucho. Now, where is the exit? I found you! Yippee!
Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of
Skip.
May the goddess smile upon you.
Skip. Whee! Whammy. So a couple things I want to mention real quick. There are technically 2 other shrines in the Ridgeland region we technically could be doing right now. I'm going to let you know right now, though, we are not going to be taking care of them, and I have a very specific reason why. One of them, I feel like, is probably best suited for the grand finale, just simply because of the environment surrounding it. If you know what I'm talking about, you definitely know what I'm talking about. But the other one that we're not doing today is my favorite shrine in the entire game, and I feel like that's also best suited for the grand finale in a place where I feel like it's going to be the most special to take care of. So we're going to be going over this way. And crashing into a thing because we are smart. We see this pedestal right here, but not really anything we can do with it at the moment. We also just lost our value scale, so actually it's restoring pretty quickly, so I don't know what I'm complaining about. Yay, the magic of our value scale plus. Is it just me, or do these mushroom platforms kind of remind anybody else of Avatar? Not like Avatar Last Airbender, Avatar with the blue people and stuff. The thing is, I'm not even really that big of a fan of Avatar, but that's just what I think about whenever I see these things. I leave here a record of my search for the ancient songs of Hyrule. The ancient song of Pago's Woods. It seems that a song has been passed down through the ages in Pago's Woods area of Faron. The song referenced mythical creatures such as dragons and giant serpents. I wonder if such creatures ever really existed, or perhaps they still exist today. The ancient song of the West Hyrule Plains. On the south side of the West Hyrule Plains, there's a bridge called Jeddo Bridge. Near this bridge, there are a number of circular rocks with holes in their centers. Peculiarly enough, these rocks are apparently mentioned in an ancient song from that area. It sounds rather odd, but I hope to find out more about this ancient rock song. The ancient song of Rabia Plain. Apparently Rabia Plain in the northern part of Hateno is home to the ancient song about beasts. Rabia Plain is northeast of Kakuriko Village. I'll likely stop by the village during my search for the song. The ancient song of Gerudo Tower. I've heard word there is an ancient song about a tall structure called the Gerudo Tower. I don't know where this Gerudo Tower is, but mysterious towers have popped up all around Hyrule recently. This Gerudo Tower may be the tower that appeared in the Gerudo region. You don't say. The Gerudo Tower may be the tower that appeared in the Gerudo region. That is such a poorly written sentence. Oh my god. The ancient song of Kalura Lake. Apparently there's an ancient song about the giant boulder in Kalura Lake in the Faron region. I hear that the area is prone to violent thunderstorms. I'll need to prepare before I go searching for the song. The ancient song of Horon Lagoon. I hear there's an ancient song about a place in Lineru called Horon Lagoon. The winds in Horon Lagoon are supposed to be very intense. I may need to travel the area on foot. The ancient song of Kitano Bay. It seems there's an ancient song about the oddly shaped stone pillar in the open water of Kitano Bay. It details something there that was hidden there before the Great Calamity to be claimed by a lost hero. I'm not sure what's hidden there, but if it's meant for a lost hero, it must be worth a fortune. The ancient song of Washa's Bluff. I've heard whispers of an ancient song about the Night of the Red Moon, a traditional song in Washa's Bluff. No one quite knows why the Red Moon rises, or what happens in the span of that night. These are all the ancient songs I have discovered. I will continue my journey, hoping the day will come where I can pass them on to the champion of Hyrule. Everything Kass mentions in there, those are all shrines we've seen before. Except for the last one. Let's ask him about it. Oh, excuse me. Was that a bit rough on the ears? Ah, you've done well climbing all the way up here. I know a song about this place. Would you like to hear the ancient verse passed down in this region? Excellent. Without further ado. When the moon bleeds and the fiends are reborn, the monks will invite you as they were sworn. But first you must stand on the pedestal bare naked. When the moon bleeds, I wonder what that means. May the light illuminate your path. Under a red moon. This was the one shrine quest that my sister Beanie Beanie refused to do because she was terrified of the blood moons. She asked me to do this one for her. The thing is, blood moons are not the easiest thing in the world to trigger. The best advice I can recommend for intentionally triggering one is to leave materials all across Hyrule. Because blood moons will trigger as a way to kind of like reset the map so that like memory leakage doesn't become too much of a problem for the game to handle. So leaving materials across the world, fighting field monsters like the Stone Talus or the Hinoxes or Lynels or anything like that. Those will be good ways to make sure that the Blood Moon gets triggered sooner rather than later. I don't know how long it's going to take for us to trigger this thing, so I might be here for a little while. Also, I just want to say, I didn't know this existed until today. I wish so bad I could say that it was intentional and that I was smart by having the last entry in Kass's diary be the last one we take care of. I didn't know that existed. That's just a really awesome coincidence. Going a little bit more in depth on the Blood Moon, I will say there are a lot of conflicting resources on exactly how much time passes before Blood Moon would trigger. The big thing that's consistent, though, is that you have to be actively playing the game for anything to work. Otherwise, it's not going to really do that much for you. Like, you can skip the campfires all the livelong day, but it's not going to work out super well. But this guy, he's near the Dueling Peak stable. You can talk to him, and he'll let you know if a blood moon is going to be coming. Oh, sorry. I didn't notice you. I was a bit lost in thought there. Doing rigorous research day and night to figure out the mystery of the blood moon. You don't know it? That's inexcusable. Listen up, especially this far in the last, but definitely inexcusable. Listen up and I'll tell you about it. For 100 years, every so often when the clock strikes midnight, the sky turns red and a full moon rises. At that moment, monsters that have been previously defeated will come back to life. And that's what is known as a blood moon. Why do the monsters return to life? Why does it only happen when the sky turns red? No one really has the answer to those questions. It's a mysterious phenomenon. If you learn anything about the blood moon as you travel, be sure to come back and tell me. The moon is about to come out. Blood moon? Yeah, you're gonna repeat the same thing. Tonight's moon. I'm getting that feeling again. Something is going to happen tonight. I can taste it. Wait. Something about the blood moon that I can think about. Wait. Is that actually the dialogue? Are we gonna get the blood moon first try? Please, for the love of Hylia, tell me we're gonna get the blood moon first try. That would be awesome if we can do that. Wait. Crap. Where is the try I'm looking for? It's over here. Ah, it's over here! Oh my god! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That was epic! Okay, we gotta get there as fast as humanly possible! Oh my god! I was so worried that the entirety of this Let's Play that the Blood Moon will be a bitch to trigger during the side quest, but it is not! We got this! Come on! We can do this! We just have to get back to that pedestal in time for the thing to trigger! Okay, let's go! Come on! Go! We don't have much time! Okay. Oh my god. Okay. You cannot believe how much my heart is pumping right now. I was so worried during this last play that it would take us forever to trigger this, but I'm so happy that we're getting it first try. Okay. The song mentions that we have to be naked during this. That is a funny thing to think about. Out of context, that's what I'm trying to say. Yes! Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy. You know what? We're just gonna let the blood moon trigger because oh my god. Oh man, I know Meanie Bean was terrified of these things. I always loved these. I always loved whenever they would trigger. It was just such a cool thing. Like the first time I ever saw this thing, I freaked out so bad to such a degree that like I didn't feel freaked out that much since I played Majora's Mask the first time. This is such an unnerving feeling, and yeah, it does get a little annoying after a while. But to put yourself to my shoes for a second, I've not seen a blood moon in a long time. And I was dreading not seeing one when we were recording today. I thought I was going to have to do like some kind of fancy thing where like, you know, I had to be playing the game, leave the game running for like an hour or so while watching a movie. But no, it triggered immediately and I'm happy.
The blood moon rises once again. Please be careful.
To you that's foot in the shrine, I am Mijah Rokee. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. A modest test of strength.
This is a modest test. Why isn't this a major test of strength? It's a freaking blood moon. Can you use a I can't use a Master Cycle in here. I saw the icon was still up there, and I was wondering if we could actually use a Master Cycle, but no, that you can't use that in shrines, unfortunately. Would you mind waking me up when this is a challenge, please? I'm just gonna take a nice little nap while I stab you to death. Ooh, it's gonna be shiny. It's gonna be a shiny? Will it be a shiny? It is a shiny.
Your triumph over the test of strength separates the prophecy of ruin from the ashes of Hyrule.
Skip. I had to be so careful saying the word ashes, because I struggle with SHs, and I don't want to say a bad language word.
May the goddess smile upon you.
Skip. I love the little motorcycle next to the divine beast. It's such a cute detail. But now taking care of all that, we're in this video off here. Shiny! 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 Shiny? Shiny? Shiny! Shiny, 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 shiny. Shiny? Where's a shiny? Where's a shiny? There's a shiny here. Where's a shiny? 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 Shiny! No! Stupid Rufus Grace. Now we're taking care of all that, we're in this video off here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The options are ready to go next. You can go in the next video on the playlist, where we'll be starting our conquest across the central region. We have one more region left to go before we enter the end game. We are so close to the end, it's so hard to believe. The alternate route is to, I don't know, do the Hebrew region or whatever. But, yeah, that probably makes the most sense because it's nearby. You can also look for the Koroks across the Ridgeland region as well, or you can head straight to the Champion's Ballad if you want to figure out how to get the motorcycle or something like that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the video, and until next time, leave Gator to you. Oh yeah.